Hey folks, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. First and foremost, if you haven't already, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. If that button's red, click it in, make it turn gray, and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss videos like this and future giveaway videos. Speaking of giveaway videos, we have one posted for October right now. If you haven't watched it, go check it out and find out how you can win yourself some free baits. Now today we're back out here on the water and we are doing some more product testing. I am testing the AbuGarcia Gen Ike Easy Bait Cast rod and reel system. Rod and reel setup, I guess I should say. Purchased it the other day. It was about $46, so super cheap combo. I'm going to put it to the test and see if it is backlash resistant, see if it is an easy cast combo, and see if it would be a good beginner combo. So let's get the GoPro strapped up, get this thing set up, and let's get to fishing. Alright, so let's get this thing lined up. I'm going to keep the stock line on here just because. Some trilene, extra tough, Berkeley super strong. So I'm assuming that's monofilament line, which is fine. I just wish I knew what test it was. Are you serious? Okay, I can't even make this up. It was literally so tough, so I decided to loosen the tension knob, and it just like popped out of there. It's a spring fed. Okay, no, alrighty then. Well, I see why this is 40 bucks. I did see that you're supposed to feed the line under that bar. Okay, step one. And then somehow, through the line guide. Alright folks, well, a couple of things. First off, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me turn around and see if it doesn't focus on the water. But right above where my finger is a piece of orange like string looking stuff. I don't know what that is, but it's in the drag system. I don't know if that's impairing the drag or if the drag's just bad. I have it all the way down and it's still pretty easy to pull out. Also, I have the spool tensioner tightened up as tight as I can get it without having pliers. And if you look, hopefully you can see it's still turning and my bait just hit the ground right there. But we're going to try to make it work. The main thing about this is to see how well it casts. Like I said, it's a $40 setup, so just want to see if it works. Hopefully catch a fish on it. But I'm going to try to throw a shaky head on it. This is a 6-foot medium. Yeah, 6-foot medium. 1/4 to 5/8 ounce lure. 8 to 15 pound line is what it says. Which is funny to me because this is an 1/8 ounce shaky head with a trick worm with the tension tightened all the way up, and it's still letting quite a bit of line out. So I don't know how this would handle anything that weighed 5/8. I mean, I think it would almost, even tightened all the way up, I think would almost let way too much line out to even function. But it's a 6.2 to 1, yeah, 6.2 to 1 gear ratio, 3 bearings. If you notice, there are no brake controls. So you have the on, the off here, which I think just basically opens this up to let your line go through. And that's about it. Pretty simple. So let's make some casts and see how this thing performs. Feels weird having such a small rod. Alright, that did not go very far. But we did not backlash. We'll loosen up our tension. Maybe. Might have got this thing so tight I can't loosen it now. There we go. Loosen it just a little bit. And see if it'll throw them further. Okay, we're making a little ground. Got a little bit of a backlash, but not terrible. I don't know. I just don't see. Maybe I need to give it some more time, but I think if anything, this would impair you more than be helpful in learning a bait caster. I don't really know that easy cast is accurate for this thing. Getting an awful lot of small bird nests for something that's marketed as an easy cast item. I'm going to loosen this thing up just a hair more and see how much distance we can get out of this rod and reel. Okay, not terrible. For $40 or $44 or whatever it comes out to be, $46. I know it was under 50. It's not, I mean, it's really not awful. Like I said, for a beginner combo though, I don't know if it would be a greater help or a hindrance. I did want to try to catch a fish on this though before we put it to any hardcore testing. Just because if I bird nest the crap out of this thing, I'm going to be done for the day whether I want to be or not. Alrighty, well, I threw my shaky head off, and this thing is not backlash proof. I can assert to that now. This thing, this open and close, like whatever this is an extreme hindrance if you do backlash above anything else. Alright, so this thing's chalked. Alrighty folks, well, as you saw just a couple seconds ago, I am going to have quite a bit of line to cut out when I get home. But before we get into all that, I wanted to go over my thoughts exactly on this rod and reel setup. It's called an easy cast. Was it easy to cast? Yeah, sure, it was kind of easy to cast. But the mechanism, the bar that goes across the top of the reel that you have to feed your line through and then out the guide eye, super pain. Pops up incredibly easy. I can see where that would break over time very, very quickly. So not a big fan of that. The tension knob and the drag were both incredibly stiff, and even when all the way tightened, you could pull line from the reel easily. And that 1/8 ounce shaky head with that zoom trick worm on there would still fall freely, fairly easy. I had to loosen it a little bit to get my casting down, but I could still make a decent cast with it tightened all the way up. So I don't know how that would do with a heavier lure. Tension mechanism was not good. The brochure that came with this reel said that this would be the ideal setup to learn a bait caster. Please do not buy this for yourself, for your kids, for anyone you know that wants to learn a bait caster, because I promise you the main thing you'll get out of this is frustration. Like I said, the tension knob is terrible, the drag is terrible, what I am assuming is the anti-backlash system is pretty terrible that your line goes through. not a lot going for it. I mean, the rod and the reel look nice. The reel's completely plastic, and when you open the side plate, there's minimal brake system stuff in there, and there's no way to control the brakes. So all in all, not the best, but for $40 you get what you pay for. Alrighty folks, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you want to learn how to use a bait caster, do yourself a favor. Buy something that's at least $60 to $100 for the reel alone. Buy something that you don't have to go out and buy a brand new Shimano or a AbuGarcia Revo STX or a $200 or $250 reel. Buy something good enough that the braking system works, the drag system works, the tension works, and buy something that's good enough that you could teach yourself on without getting frustrated enough to throw that thing in the lake. So folks, if you did like this video, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. Let me know what your first bait caster was and how long it took you to get everything dialed in, or if you're still learning or haven't learned yet. Until next time folks, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fishing.